I should have prepped you guys.
Gentlemen, welcome to the HSBN Media Day press conference. Coach, if you could just start by introducing yourself and also the players at the table with you.
Yep, I'm Joe Russo, Palm Beach Gardens High School. We've got junior Cade Bush right here to my right. Emmanuel Maldonado is a senior, and then we've got Tyler Raff, who's a junior.
26 years now?
I think he's 27.
27?
Yeah.
They go by fast, don't they?
They do. They're flying.
Take me through. What's it like? Start a new year. It's not year one, obviously, for you.
No, it's exciting. We've got a good group of guys, a good mix of some older guys and some younger guys, some returning guys from last year. So it's always excited to get started. It's a condensed preseason. We have about 3 weeks to get ready, so it's a little stressful getting all the fundamentals in, all of our systems in and plays, especially with the new players. But it's exciting. We're looking forward to a great year.
Are there a lot of new players this year? I don't remember how much you graduated from.
Well, we got some younger guys that are going to be new varsity guys. We got potentially some freshmen that are going to be on the field for us, varsity level, and we have a couple transfers that came in as well from other schools. So getting those guys up to speed is important.
Any particular area that you feel you're the strongest, or is kind of going to be your bread and butter? Because it's one of the things I've always noticed with you is it changes. The chemistry and the identity of your team changes year to year based on where your strengths are.
Yeah, I think obviously you wish for a well-rounded team where you can defend, you can hit, you can pitch. It doesn't always work out that way for us, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we're gonna pitch well. We've got some good depth, some good returning guys, a good mix of lefty righty type situation as well, and I think we're going to defend well. I really do. We're younger in the infield, but I think we'll defend very, very well, and I think we're going to hit enough.
And what positions are the guys that we got?
Cade is a corner guy, first base, third base. Maldy's versatile as well. He'll play some first base, some outfield, and Tyler's a left-handed pitcher.
I thought you were one of the lefties.
Yeah, he can also swing the bat a little bit as well, so he might get some at bats and swing for us too.
Some of you guys, how long have you been on the varsity team?
This is my third year on varsity, yes sir.
Yes, because you're, like he had said, probably some freshmen started. That's when he said that. I thought it was like, I think you were one of those guys at one point, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you can relate to that young guy, and you know that this is a program that'll give those opportunities to those guys. What was it like for you when that was you?
Yeah, freshman year we got a lot of plays, so we have to learn, and all of our first and thirds, bunt defense, all of that. But it's great because of the leadership we have here, and all the older guys would definitely help you out.
Do you find yourself now that the roles reversed and you're one of those older guys? Have you worked a lot with these younger players and some of these freshmen and talked to them much, make them understand that?
Yes, sir. Through everything, even our workouts, even if they're struggling a little bit, just give them someone to look up to and help them out.
Talking about pitching, you guys play a heck of a schedule every year. Obviously, pitching's a challenge in and of itself, but the offenses that you're going to face, it certainly is every bit of the challenge. How do you prepare yourself and go out there with your best stuff against such quality opponents?
I just clear my mind before the game and relax, have a nice warm up, and pretty much just go.
Coach, I think it was 14 and 12 last year. I think it was the same the last 2 years. Obviously, that's something that you're looking to build on. Do you guys talk much about that? From when we're at this point now where it's a new season. Do you look much at last year, or do you just look ahead?
And we'll catch ourselves talking about last year a little bit, but we really do try to focus on this season. Our schedule is tough, so we certainly hope to go 25-0, but realize that that's not a realistic thing that's probably going to happen for us. But the schedule's tough, and it's day to day. This year's different with the whole max prep rankings. Not playing a district schedule home and away is a little different for us this year, but we added some other games against some good programs.
Yeah, you guys embrace that as a chance to play some tougher competition.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's important. That opportunity to get more points and quality wins. We talk about that a lot. Quality wins, and really just trying to be at our best at the end of the year when we get into districts and hopefully regionals. We're playing well.
Have the players, you guys talk about that much, or the changes now with Florida and the ranking system and how that all is being implemented this year?
No, we're just ready to play any competition. We're ready to, as a team. We're focused on the goal.
In your guys' case, there was district and I think your district is pretty much still the same anyway, even though you're not required to play all those games. But I was curious in your guys' case because it's almost like taking away some of the rivalry aspects that you have because you guys have all played each other so long. Is that something that is you guys have thought about at all? Or?
Yeah, I mean we've got our rivalry games that we still have on the schedule. Some are district games, some aren't. Dwyer obviously is a big rivalry game for Palm Beach Gardens. We have a history, I think, with a lot of the schools in the area. So quite a few rivalry games. It's hard to get away from that completely. But, our district will be tough. The tournament will be tough. And I think, with the ranking system, potentially in the past where you've had 3 or 4, sometimes even 5 really, really good teams in the same district, only 2 would go. So I think it opens up an opportunity that if you don't...
Yours is a great example.
Yeah, I think, with our district, with Jupiter, Palm Beach Central, Wellington, us, those are 4 really good quality teams, and, there's a potential that at least 2 or possibly 3 come out of that district this year, which is nice.
And meanwhile, even just the tournament itself, over the years, it's constantly been proven that the seeds they've earned, the 1 to 4, there's never really a lot of difference. So even when they seed the guys,
right,
it's almost going to be irrelevant.
You could be the number 1 seed playing 4 seed, and you're still throwing your top guys. You're not. There's no gimme in our districts.
Yeah,
now.
the 1 to the 4, there's not a huge differential, I think,
right,
as opposed to maybe some of these other districts.
Listen, the body of work that we put together during the regular season potentially will carry us into the playoffs, and a little less pressure. I think if your record is good, a little less pressure going into the district tournament. We still want to win it. We still want that title and put that under our belt. But yeah, it's going to be interesting how it plays out this year.
What is it feels it just is a little bit different. What's that like for you guys again as players that like Coach said, you don't have that pressure necessarily going into the district tournament, especially if you've had a very strong season to that point. You're almost assured that you're going to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, we're still going to look at our opponents the same, and our rivalry games are still big district rivals, so we're all going to play our same. We're probably going to play the same way.
And we talked about the schedule, and going back to that because you guys always start with the slam. I think you start with the slam again this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is that? What's that like for you guys? That's your starting of the season. You go out for some of the toughest teams in Palm Beach County, and you're playing bang, 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 bang in that first week.
I think it's fun. It's a lot of baseball in 1 week. We get to see where we're at and go from there. It's fun.
Good answer.
Having obviously done it for so many years, you've seen it from a coaching standpoint. How influential is that in the direction of your season?
Yeah, I mean, it like Maldy said, you get to see where we're at with 4 games, potentially 28 innings. That you're going to play that first week. We'll get deep into our pitching rotation, our pitching staff, bullpens. We'll really see where we're at, literally. Obviously, pitch count early in the season, we're going to try to keep that low. So it's tough to have 4 games right out the bat. So we're not going to let somebody go out and throw 70 pitches the first week. So we for sure will get deep into our pitching staff that first week, and we'll ask a lot of different guys to participate and contribute that first week for sure. But you got Jupiter, St. Lucius is always tough, and then we're already guaranteed to play Olympic or American Heritage on Thursday, and they're ranked 8th in the country right now. So to me, it's exciting. I love the fact that we can play some quality opponents right off the bat. We won the first game last year, Jupiter being the defending state champions, and that was a great win for us, game one. And I think it kind of pushed us a little bit and got us started in the right direction. We kind of carried a nice flow into the first couple months of the season.
I mean, you guys play all the toughest teams in Palm Beach County. It seems like if they're in that, the groups that's probably going to be the max prep ranked ones, they're probably on your guys' schedule.
Yeah, we didn't really do anything different. We
Yeah.
traditionally try to play a hard schedule and not worry about our record. So it was easy to schedule because a lot of the teams we had played before. We added a couple, I think, better ones. Our spring break tournament is going to be potentially Parkland Douglas, Flanagan, a couple other Broward County schools, Miami schools, Gulliver Preps in that tournament. So we're looking at potentially opportunity to score points that spring break tournament this year too.
Obviously having done this for a long time, that spring break is kind of that turning point too. If let's say you go in and you get those tough opponents and you have the results you want from those games, how big can that propel you from that point to the end of the year?
It's a great observation. We talk about that every year. Spring break, it is a great opportunity to get on a roll down the stretch, getting ready for the playoffs. And last year, I think we were in the championship game, lost a tough game to American Heritage, which was the second time we played them last year. So, yeah, we won some close games in the spring break tournament last year, and I think these guys were here last year, so they could tell you. I mean, I felt like we came out of that week feeling pretty good about ourselves.
Yeah. For many of you guys, what was that like for you from coming out of spring break and how the rest of the season ended?
Well, the teams we play in the spring break tournaments, the best teams around. Those are the teams, if we make a deep playoff run, those are the type of teams we'll be playing. So it's a great representation of ourselves.
What's the key to making all this work this year, Coach? Is there any one, is there one thing that you make happen and the rest just, falls in line?
Well, I think we got to stay healthy. That obviously is important. And just continue to get better every day. I mean, that's our motto and our creed, and working hard. I know it's cliche to say it, but we really do have a great group of kids, baseball-minded kids, tough-minded kids that I think I'm not going to really have to be as involved. I think these guys really have a focus on what we need to do, what we're capable of doing, and I really feel like we're a good team. I mean, I don't always say it or admit it. You want to kind of
you usually like to be a little more aloof.
Yeah, I'm going to try to sandbag a little bit, but this year I feel like, and I think a lot of other teams feel like they know we're good this year, and we've got some depth. So if we stay healthy and stay focused, we have a chance to do something nice this year for sure.
Well, guys, here's to that chance. Here's to doing something nice. I wish you all the best of luck, and I thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.